So I thought, well, I would like to have a good timepiece, you know, a good watch. Now, I didn't need a Rolex or, you know, some 24 karat gold type of thing, but I was thinking of something like, you know, middle of the road that was, you know, classy and dressy and kind of nice. So I thought, well, either Bulova or Seiko. So I looked on Taobao and I saw the Bulova stuff, and then I didn't really see anything that grabbed my eye, so then I thought, well, I'll try Seiko. So I looked at Seiko because I've always liked them since I was a boy, and I found one that really caught my eye. So I pulled the trigger and I thought, I'm gonna buy that. And I ordered it. It was 880 RMB, which is Canadian money $160. In US money, maybe $130, something like that. So I thought, well, that's a pretty good price for a Seiko. Anyway, I got to thinking, I thought, well, that's a really beautiful watch and for a really good price. So I got home and I thought, I wonder what the price of that is back in Canada. In Canada, it was like $800. And I thought, $800 in Canada, $160 in China? I don't think so. That doesn't quite add up. Because usually if something is expensive in the West, it's actually more expensive here in China. Anyway, I did some checking and I found out that the watch was a fake. There's a site online you can go to where you can check almost any kind of watch in the world, and it'll show you how to spot a fake from the genuine article. So I knew before I even got the watch that the thing was fake. It came today, so I'm going to unbox the fake watch. Here it is. And I'm going to tell you as we go along why it's fake. Cut this open with me old trusty knife. Okay, so first I'm greeted with this Seiko bag for carrying. At least you got a bag to carry your phony watch in. So we'll set that over there. Now, I didn't want a metal strap. It came with a metal strap, so I ordered 2 straps, and these are leather, I guess. Yeah, these are real leather. We've got this. I'm assuming this is it says on it, well, it says something on it. The box, inside the box, which is the Seiko. And you see it here. But I'm going to tell you some things as we go along. So we open the box like this, and we're greeted with the typical Seiko blue package, which gives you your international warranty, or supposed to. Right away, in a real Seiko watch, this should be actually connected to the band of the watch, not just floating in here. So that's one thing. This is your certificate of guarantee. That's what it looks like, with Seiko on it. And notice on the back, nothing is filled out. This is completely empty. It's not even stamped. There was not even an attempt to make this legitimate. And this is your user manual, I guess. And it's all in, well, it's so unclear. This is probably not real because you're supposed to be able to read this writing here, and this writing cannot be read. Now, if somebody says they can read that, you can post that in your comments, but I can't read that. I don't even know what language that is. Probably at least the content is genuine. Anyway, the guarantee isn't. This is supposed to be an international guarantee. Seiko gives a guarantee with all of their timepieces. This is not even attached to the watch, it's just floating in the box. Then we open up, there's another box inside the box. So inside one Seiko box, there's another one. So online they tell you to be very careful with the font. Now right now this font looks okay. So we open this up and we see the watch. So let's just take this out. The case looks quite nice. So they put a lot of attention to detail in the case. there's the watch. Now, how do we know it's fake? It's got a good weight. It feels really good. The weight feels nice. And it looks good. Upon looking at it at first, there's nothing obvious that would suggest that this is a fake timepiece. But if we turn it over on the back, Seiko started making their timepieces with see-through backs, with kind of a glass back, so that you could see into the watch. They used to have metal covers, but to discourage the very thing that this watch is doing, which is being a copy and a fake, and from people producing them, they started making them see-through so you could see the internals of the watch. But the copyists, the counterfeiters, soon caught on they were doing that and changed accordingly. Real Seiko watches will have kind of a thin blue plastic on the back. Not clear, and certainly not with that red line. I'm going to try and find out where that red line is. So here, I got this so we can peel this off on the back, this kind of clear plastic, and if you look at it closely, you can see that there's a red mark across it. So anyway, I'll try and hold it up so you can see that. We'll set the watch down for a minute. Maybe we'll set it against the fancy bag they gave us. So if you look, there's a good, that red line is not supposed to be on there. And they put this on many counterfeit watches, many fakes. So there's another giveaway right there. So far we've got the tag not being actually on the strap. We've got a warranty that wasn't filled out at all, not the model number, not the seller, nothing. Just Zippo, El Nothingo. We've got writing on the book which is not clear, you can't read it clearly. And another thing which is clearly missing, you can't see here at all Seiko watches come with an actual booklet that's like yay big and this wide, which is fairly thick. Sort of a user's guide, how to care for your timepiece, because after all, you've spent like 800 Canadian dollars or $500 or $600 US on a watch. It wouldn't be in this part of the case, but it would be in this part of the case. So there would be this case and the booklet would be there too, and you would actually pull this case out and the booklet would be on the other side. The red marker on the sticker on the back, which is not something that watch companies do. Seiko does not do that. Chances are this watch, it looks really nice. $160 for a fake $800 watch. It probably will work for a while. Might even get a year or two out of it. So that's what you're paying for. That's what you're paying for. They're going to great lengths with these copies now. According to many sites on the internet now, like sites that are specialized in flushing out fakes, some companies are going so far as to actually put real gold around the watch if it's a very expensive watch. So you actually have a real gold casing, and it's the internals which are counterfeit. I mean, that's pretty extreme. But when you think about it, if you're paying $20,000 for a watch, they'll put a couple of $1,000s worth of gold in it in order to get the $18,000 for the counterfeit movement inside. And of course, the epicenter of counterfeiting is in Asia, particularly here in China. Now, I should have done the research before, because like everybody says, if a thing is too good to be true, it probably is untrue. If it's too good to be true, it probably isn't true, as the old saying goes. So if you find a watch, if you're in China, or you're looking at Taobao, which is the online market in China, or if you're in eBay and the source is China, and you see an amazing deal on a Tissot watch, or a Bulova, or a Seiko like this, chances are that is really, in fact, too good to be true. So what's the lesson of all this? The lesson of all this is, if you want a good timepiece, you're going to have to pay the money. Yes, you can go around and look a little bit fancy for a few days with this, And it's probably a good enough copy to fool the casual onlooker, but you yourself are going to know that in fact it's not a real Seiko watch. Which is a pity, because I think Seiko makes amazing timepieces. They really do. So this is the fake Seiko. Part of the counterfeit situation here in China. And to just show you the lengths they're going to, I mean, look how nice this watch actually looks, with even the underside of the watch with the see-through back showing the movement, and including real leather straps and so on. I mean, this is going pretty extreme. And to be fair, if you were to buy this watch, if this watch works for a few years, even if it's not a real Seiko, it probably is worth, you know, $30, $40, because it's a nice looking watch. But, you know, you're paying a lot more than that. You're going to pay in China right now, you're going to pay 150, 160 Canadian or 120 American for a product which is just bogus. So do your research before you buy online, especially in China. And on eBay, I think the same would go. If you're buying something centered out of Asia, some reputable product, especially sort of, I guess, semi-luxury goods like this. This is not really a luxury watch, but something semi-luxurious. So do your research before you buy. I learned a little bit of a lesson here, so I get a $160 education today on Seiko, because that's the price of the watch. So anyway, thank you for watching, and if you have anything, any comments, anything you want to say, you can put them in the comment section. Hit subscribe. I'd like you to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do all kinds of things. I'm going to do some more on some drones I bought here in China, and I'm going to keep going on the channel and so on. And so anyway, have a good one. Take it easy, and I'll be back with another video on another day. Thank you. Bye-bye.